Niaje watu wangu, najua wenye wananijua, jina langu ni Jackson Muindi. Kwa wenye hawajaifika kwa hii channel tena, nitawakaribisha and kwa hii channel huwa tunaongea mambo mingi about immigration, about jobs abroad, about career progression, and this video is about how to choose the best career for yourself or for your son or for your brother or for your anybody mwenye yako kwa maisha yako who needs to choose a career. You'd realize that in our Kenyan situation, there are so many courses which are being offered by our universities, but whenever you go to the job market, you find that there are no such kind of jobs. So it's high time we advised our young people to choose the best career for themselves, and we also help them to choose their career. Most people have fallen into this problem, which I also coincidentally went through. Being told to choose a career, or rather being told to go to a certain university or college because that was the admission which was gotten. Otherwise, for those who have studied in Kenya, know that when you finish high school, you're just told that just make an application, or else the parent does the application without knowing which degree or diploma or certificate is good for you. They just select, read the brochure, and then they select the one which appears to be appealing. Otherwise, there's a great need for planners, policy makers in terms of education to revise the whole thing of the degrees and the diplomas and the certificate being offered in our universities, and review them and see whether they still match with the requirements of the market. Because most of them, let me tell you my friend, most of these degrees and certificates and diplomas you see do not fit into the current market, because the world is constantly changing, and it's high time even our Kenyan or African or East African policymakers come together and revise this whole education. Some years back, there was an harmonized kind of curriculum for East Africa, but at some point when the East African community collapsed, there was a disintegration, and each country was left on its own to choose which degree to offer, which certificates to offer, which diploma to offer, and design its own curriculum. We cannot deny the fact that it in some point, in some way, it helped these countries be autonomous and choose their path in terms of education. But it also bore some other unwanted effects, like some countries not being able to design and decide which degrees and diplomas are good for their students. These has been reflected in a very big number for that purpose of our youth who are still languishing in poverty, despite the fact that they went to university or college and did that diploma or degree. So what is the solution? And these I'm asking the people who are in the echelons of power and who are making decisions in terms of the kind of education our youth and children have done. Recently, I did a video about useless degrees. It is a series I'm doing in my TikTok channel, and for those who not gone to my TikTok channel is just Jackson Muindi. You can go to TikTok and search for those that series I did about education in Kenya, mostly in Kenya, because that is where I reside. But you realize that this is a problem which is bedeviling the whole African continent, because we are not catching up with the trends in the market. So also, for those who have not subscribed to this channel, I tell you now, subscribe. You can share this video to as many people as you can. Also consider writing a comment down here, and also liking this video, and click that notification bell to turn it blue, so that whenever I make such videos, and I'll be making them mostly weekly, 2 times in a week, you'll be able to see them and get the benefit. Anyway, I wanted to continue with the discussion about and this is a discussion which needs to be held in from the family level and other levels, even in churches, in religious institutions, in mosques, in wherever you are. You need to hold this discussion about the kind of degrees, the kind of diplomas which our young people are taking, because they are finishing secondary school in droves, but there are no platforms. I realize that there are no platforms where people can discuss these things, because when I posted that video, I got well over like 300 and 300. It's just 2 days old. Right now, the people who have seen that video are 350, 360, thereabouts, 1,000 who have watched, and the people who have commented in that video are around 2,000, and most of them are saying that there are degrees they did which are not helping them, and this is a reflection of what is happening. That is why when you go outside there, I know this is happening in many African countries. If you go to just outside where you live, you'll find so many young men and women just sitting around and having nothing to do. And these are reflections. It's not their failure, it's the failure of the whole system, starting from the family to the religious institution, be it the church, the mosque, be it name them, and even the government and the family and the society itself. It has failed. We have failed in charting a good future, a pathway for these young people. So we need to talk about these things. We need to create platforms to talk about these things, and I'm happy to be alive in this age because I'm able to talk about my own experiences in terms of having done a diploma, which I've never, and I repeat, I've never used it. I've never even earned a coin, despite the fact that I'm not denying the fact that education is good, but it should be done to bring value, real value, to the lives of these young people and their families. Because look here, so many families are committing loads and loads of money to invest in these young people to be able to come back and uplift their life. But what happens at the end of the 3 or 4 years these young people are in college? They just come back with a certificate, but there's no prospect of getting a job. And you'll forgive me, I have a list of degrees and diplomas and certificates, which is a pure wastage of time in our African situation, and mostly in Kenya, where I come from. But I know this is a situation which reflects across the African country or African countries. And if you feel what I'm saying is true, you can just comment here. Just write a small comment about this. Tell me what degree did you do, or what degree did your neighbor do, or your friend do, or your brother did, or your sister. Then at the end of the day, it bore no fruit. You can also write the success stories. It's a platform we need to make so that we discuss these things, and hopefully it will be seen by decision makers who will eventually go and revise and review this education which is being done by our children. So I'll be sharing a list in another video. So the best you can do right now is making sure that you are subscribed to this channel, turn the notification bell on so that whenever I post a video, you'll be among the first people to see it. And also share this video to be seen as many people as we can. And when you see a video which I've made which is discussing about education or other things, opportunities, immigration, scholarships, you can share it to other people, share in your WhatsApp group, share it in wherever you can, so that we uplift our families. Otherwise, I didn't want this video to be so long. It's arguably a little bit long. I don't like my videos going beyond let's say 9 minutes or 8, because at 8 minutes I have already attained what is required by the YouTube algorithm. So guys, let's hold this discussion, and at the end of the day we'll see ourselves uplifting ourselves.